So one of the things I think is one of the more overlooked parts of training is intra-workout nutrition. So as I I'm getting more workouts in out in my garage as it gets nicer weather, warmer, all that stuff, and I tend to be a little bit heavier of a sweater. So usually in my intra-workout shakes, regardless if it's summer or winter time, I'll usually do some amino acids of some kind and add in, a little bit of salt, somewhere like quarter teaspoon, half teaspoon or whatever. But right now in particular, I'm ramping up my training volume and my training intensity. And one of the things that I'm revisiting as I start to ramp those back up is just a real simple shake that I sip on throughout my session. And, once I'm done, I'll finish up whatever's remaining. So for today, I just got a little apple juice with a scoop of protein powder in there. I just go like vanilla and what's today? Apple juice. Sometimes I'll go like a scoop of vanilla and orange juice, and then I'll dilute it a little bit. So I'll do like maybe 8 ounces of juice and, dilute it with another 8 ounces of water. Then add in my protein powder, shake it up, add just a tiny bit of salt, shake it up, and then just sip on that throughout. And it makes a hell of a difference. It's, you don't have to go crazy overboard with carbs and all that stuff during, unless you're going to be training for a very long time, especially as the intensities, tends to ramp up. So today's session was about 20 minutes of conditioning, and then 10 minutes of very high intensity interval type work. And then from there, caught a little bit of a break, and then got into very heavy push presses, and then some lockout work, and then some chin-ups. And that was the session. So pretty simple. A lot of people, when it comes to training especially, they overcomplicate things. And the simpler you can make things, especially from a principle standpoint, the more likely it is to get done day in and day out. And then over the course of time, that's going to lead to really good success. So anyway, get in your sessions, train consistently, make sure you have a plan in place and principles you operate from, because that's what's important. It's not necessarily the specific method, because the methods can be argued all the time. So anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know. Shoot me a DM or email me, travis@dhpcoaching.net. Have a good day.